皆さんこんばんは。星空あかりです。Hello everyone, it's Hoshizora Akari here. And this time, it's not been a long time, fortunately. なんか、久しぶりじゃなくて本当に久しぶりですね。マジで。Well, yeah. That probably shows that, yeah, I got some energy to actually live my life and I don't know, participate in such activities. なんか、生きる気力ができました。って言っても過言ではないのかなちょっとまあ、響きがちょっとあれだなって思ってるんだけど。Yeah, well, it sounds pretty, you know, kind of like, it means that I didn't have enough energy to live my life before and couldn't stream a lot. But well.Okay, so what should we do? Let's start with some opening talk. オープニングトークから始めましょう。最近はどうですかみんな。How are you? How are you guys? Here in Tokyo, the weather is complete ass. Just awful. Like really awful. Well, maybe today's it's not that bad. なんかさ、最近天気最悪ですね。マジで最悪。今日はまだまだいいかもしれないけど、昨日は最悪だった。So basically it's raining, like it's been raining since yesterday morning, I guess. And it's quite chilly.So yeah, everyone wanted to go see cherry trees on the like last weekend, and yeah, the weather was really horrible. なんか花見は全然できないよね。こんな天気じゃ。今週末はちょっといい天気になるらしいですから。花見行こうぜ。Alright, so I guess I should start the game already. So let me run the game. ちょっと待ってください。ゲームを起動しますね。よし。I hope it works okay. ちゃんと起動できればいいね。一応この配信の前に少しはやってみたっていうか大丈夫かな。なんか OBS との相性があんまり良くないらしくて、なんかいろんな問題がいいかな。大丈夫そう。Okay, great. Seems like it's working. Okay. Let me drink a drink. It's some lemon squash, 0 calories. Recently I've been trying to stream without drinking much alcohol. なんか最近お酒を飲まずに配信しようとしているんですけど、できるのかな。いや、できるでしょ。マジでできますね。Okay.Oh man, I love this tune. So this track is an arrangement of Mary the Magician, Majutsu Meri, from the first Hifuu album by Zune, right? I absolutely love this track. この曲がめっちゃ好きです。Majutsu Meri.It's really eerie. It's very dark, and I don't hear its arranges very often. なんかこの曲のアレンジはあまり存在しない気がしますね。少なくともあまり見当たらないんですね。Well, and actually it's quite nostalgic for me. By the way, isn't it too loud? I guess it might be too loud, so...音量は大丈夫でしょうか。なんか皆さん ちょっと音量がやばいかもしれない。だから、どうしよう。So anyway, this tune is pretty nostalgic for me because around maybe 5 years ago, I tried to create a Touhou, like a music circle with my friend. It didn't go anywhere. Like, the guy wasn't really good at communication and we had lots of problems in our relationship. And kind of like, yeah, it was difficult to do something like that, but I wanted to do an arrangement of this particular melody because I really loved it. So, yeah. 本当に懐かしいね。前はこの曲のアレンジを友達と一緒にしようと思って、まあ大体サークル、音楽サークルを作ろうと思ってたんですけど、あいつはあんまり、あいつとの相性があんまり良くなかったし、そうだね、素人二人、まあこいつは素人ではなかったけど、こうやって素人二人でサークルを作るのはちょっと難しかったんだけど、まあ大体は、この曲は懐かしいです。Okay. Without further, let's stop chatting and let's try playing the game, actually. I don't know if there are any viewers who speak in Japan, who speak Japanese. Oh man, you can go anywhere, but you will never escape your fears. Okay, so we're playing as Mary. And yeah, where am I? A forest? It's so dark, I can barely tell what's in front of me. じゃあ、というわけで森の中にいる。The air feels heavy and unsettling. There's something wrong with this place. 何かおかしい。で。Okay, X or E. Oh, alright. Yeah, map is... Oh, nice. Escape, confirm, cancel, toggle FPS counter, full screen, reset the game. Oh, and I also like this tune. この曲も大好き。エアショーの一面の曲ですね。一面のテーマ。This is the theme of the first stage of Imperishable Night. タダンタンタンタダンタンタンタダンタンタンタダン。イエーイ、アドガオさん、こんにちは。こんばんは。こんにちはかな。いや、もうこんばんはですよ。Yeah, so I was yapping about how, like, the main theme of this game is really nostalgic for me, and also, yeah, I didn't tell anything about the game, but yeah, I think that I played the demo version, like the trial of this game, like 3 years ago, and I really liked the game. Map doesn't exist here. Oh no. So we're in the bamboo forest. So yeah, I played it 3 years ago or so. I really liked the game, but the problem was that, yeah, the guys just... They would tweet about their progress, but then they stopped. And yeah, sometimes I would recall it and like, oh, how's that game doing? And then I see that, oh, they actually put this game out. Wow. A firefly. It's so bright. Mabushi. There's no way it's a normal bug. Ah, it got away. Okay, let's follow the firefly. Okay, we cannot follow the firefly. Ah, 逃げちゃった. What should I do? Yumeniki like gameplay? I guess it's more complicated than Yumeniki because there are Like there are monsters, because in Yumeniki you don't have monsters, basically. Right? Okay, wait. What are they trying to tell me? So anyway, how are you guys doing? Yeah, I started today's stream from talking about how awful, how horrendous the weather is in Tokyo, but maybe you're more lucky. Maybe something is better in your area. Maybe you don't have rain falling from the skies for 2 days. Sorry, I'm sad. Okay. We got somewhere. Seems I finally escaped the unnatural darkness, but I'm still lost in the middle of the forest. There are more of those fireflies here. Feels like they are trying to lead me somewhere. There's something strange about all of this. But for now, I think I should follow them. じゃあ、ホタルを追って進むんですね。Okay. There's still no map here. Like, yeah, there's still okay. We Oh, all right. So we shouldn't go there. Let's go down here. It's too dark. Okay, I need to go back. Oh yeah. Wait, is it? Oh yeah, it's a bamboo forest, right? There are some smallish bamboo forests near the place where I live. Oh, but by the way, I think that yeah. Wait a second. Okay. Yeah, I'll make myself smaller. And I don't understand how like, something is wrong with my OBS like now, or like the way how it renders the game, but yeah, I guess it should be okay theoretically. It's just like I do like this. Wait a second. Okay, and then I guess it should be all right now. Yeah, okay. Nice. So yeah, there was a bamboo forest near the place where I live. Like, it's really small, but it's very beautiful. I think I've posted some photos of that before. なんか家の近くに、まあ近いっていうかまあ自転車で20分ぐらいかな。竹林があって、でその竹林に時々は行ったりする。めっちゃ綺麗だね。Wait. It's not a real butterfly? Ah! Oh no. Oh no. In the blink of an eye, it was over. The creature feasts on me, enjoys my blood, my flesh, and even my fear as if they were the most delicious thing it has ever tasted. They are. I am. The way it enjoys each bite makes me think it has never eaten anything as exquisite as me. I try to scream, I have to, but my throat is destroyed. Only muffled groans of pain barely recognizable as human come out of me. My body shakes as I am devoured by the unknown creature with a girl's voice. Yeah, okay. Adogawa-san, OBS is kind of wonky recently. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Back through forest every day to work. Wow! That sounds pretty cool. I mean... Well, maybe it's not as cool as it sounds, but I like forests. There's also a cemetery near my house. Why butterfly? Yeah. My body shakes as I'm devoured by the unknown creature with a girl's voice. I hear its teeth tear my flesh and break my bones with every bite. Crunches and cracks. A couple of tears spring from my eyes, while a trickle of blood runs down my lips. Soon my body goes cold and silent. I have fatal injuries. I can't move, cry, or breathe. However, I am still fully aware of what's happening. Even after death, I am impossibly lucid. My consciousness refuses to disappear. Instead, it curiously observes the scene from above, as it was a butterfly floating in the night sky. Even without eyes, I can see everything perfectly. Without ears, I can hear the song of the nocturnal insects. Without breathing, I can smell the unmistakable scent of blood in the air. I am the best witness to my own end. But is it truly the end? My mind is serene and calm, unfazed by what should be a terrifying experience. If I die in a dream as vivid as this, does it mean I'm dead in reality too? I guess when the sun comes up, I'll have the answer. というわけで食べられちゃった。女の子の声をしている化け物に食べられちゃった。でも食べられているところをなんか自分が食べられているところを見ながら、これかってずっと考えてたというわけだ。Yeah. I stare at my chocolate ice cream for a moment before bringing the spoon to my mouth. Oh, man. I forgot the name of this theme, but I really love this melody too. Well, of course it's one of Hifuu melodies. It is delicious. The cold sweetness helps me relax after a long night. This is just what I needed. So, Mary, what did you want to tell me? Renko asks, sitting across the table. So, just in case, Renko is the girl to the right. And Mary, our protagonist, is the girl to the left. She's eating lemon pie with a coffee to go with it. Renko-chan, かっこいいな。やっぱり. Unlike me, she's not a big fan of sweet food, although few are up to my level when it comes to that. I suppose it would be more correct to say that her tastes are more ordinary. She looks at me with deep curiosity before bringing a piece of pie to her mouth. To be honest, I'm sure she already has an idea of what I'm about to say. Renko, I had another dream yesterday. I say, looking into her eyes. Then I smile proudly, just before taking another bite of ice cream. I immediately capture her attention. Renko's brown eyes stick to me like I'm made of gold. She leans into me, watching me closely for a couple of seconds before pulling away, leaning her back against the support of the chair and pretending it was nothing special. Another dream, huh? I guess you mean one of those dreams, not like the one I had last night. That's right, otherwise I wouldn't even think of telling you. By the way, what did you dream of? I dreamed that I was trapped inside the television on the other side of the screen, and there were countless subatomic particles floating around me. レンコらしい。マジでレンコらしい。テレビの中に閉じ込められて、向こうで無数の粒子が漂っていたという夢を見ました。レンコちゃん。You're the only person I could ever imagine having a dream like that, Renko. Friedrich August Kikuli got this inspiration for aromatic chemistry after a dream with dancing items. But well, most of my dreams aren't that interesting, and I forget them as soon as I wake up. Anyway, back to your dream. What happened? she asks while looking into my purple eyes with excitement. I close my eyes and inhale. Then I stare at her for a moment, simply savoring the time, before opening my lips to tell the story. I tell Renko about the dark forest, the path led by the mysterious fireflies, the oppressive darkness that traps you like a labyrinth, and the monster with the voice of a girl. Of course, in the last part, I avoid mentioning that I was killed. Instead, I say that I got away. The only thing that matters is that I was attacked and the dream ended. Although for me, it was a much more vivid experience. One of many. The next morning, I woke up in my bed, just like every other day. After a few lazy minutes, I forced myself to get up and ready for college. もしかして日本語を話している方々が今この配信を見ていると、念のためにというわけでメリーは自分が見た夢の内容を語っているんですけど、最後に夢の中で死んだということを伏せる。なんか結局逃げたってレンコに言う。After a few lazy minutes, I forced myself to get up and ready for college. I struggled not to fall asleep on the train on the way there. Classes were completely ordinary and passed without anything worth mentioning. Then it was time for club activities. じゃあ、授業はあんまり面白くなくてっていうか、特に面白いことがなくて、今は部活の時。In other words, time to go to the occult club. Renko was late as usual, and after her brief fake apology, I told her I had a craving for something sweet. That is how we ended up like this. And I have proof. Look. After saying that, I put the butterfly pin I found in the forest on the table. Renko stares at it silently, examining it for several seconds as if she were a detective looking at the most recent clue of the case. Bringing an object from your dreams sounds like something impossible. It is impossible, but for me it's so normal that I have already become used to it. It's not pretty old, but nothing out of the ordinary. Who do you think it belongs to? Some poor girl who was victim of the firefly yokai? Yeah, I was thinking the same. Maybe it's some kind of bait to distract the next victim? That's why it was hanging in the plain sight? Sounds really scary if you put it like that. To think a bug can be that smart? Well, it also created a path with the fireflies, so that means it's pretty smart. The most developed sense of human beings in vision. If you want to guide your victims, humans, to you, it would be best to use a path of light. Sounds like this yokai has some big brains. Big brain meme. On that subject, what kind of yokai do you think it was? The clues we have are the bamboo forest, the dense darkness along with the feeling of being lost, the super bright fireflies, and finally that it has the voice of a young girl. じゃあ今はレンコが推理しようとしている。メリーが夢の中から蝶々をかたどる髪留めを持ってきて、原作みたいに東方プロジェクトのヒフークラブのストーリーの原作みたいに夢の中から何か、物体を持ってきて、でレンコは今全部、整理しようとしているのです。The super yeah okay. Renko looks straight at me, waiting for an answer. Yokai is the Japanese equivalent of what would be called a monster in the West. But just as the European and Chinese dragon are very different, Western monsters and yokai have countless differences. Okay, Renko. To manipulate insects like that, you would need to use some kind of pheromone. So the yokai has to be an insect, or maybe a flower. じゃあこの妖怪は多分人を勧誘するためになんとかホタルを操った。でそうするために何かフェロモンなどを使ったかもしれないって だから昆虫かお花かもしれないって。Yeah, you're right. It was an insect yokai. Very big too, bigger than me. I say with a shy smile before eating another bite of ice cream. Well, you didn't have a chance to look around more. Maybe there was a giant carnivorous plant waiting for you. It doesn't sound better than the firefly girl. Ranko jokes, but I know she's really invested into it. It's like putting the pieces of a puzzle in their place. I can't deny I'm having fun too. Even if I'm talking about something I experienced firsthand, sharing it with her is a whole new experience. So basically, it's a queen firefly that preys on curious girls. じゃあ、ホタルの女王で好奇心あふれている女の子を食っている。I guess Mary must be the perfect snack for her, huh? Is she trying to woo Mary here? She says with a smug expression on her face. I stay silent for several seconds, giving her a forced smile. Don't ever call me food again. I close my eyes and sigh. Then I continue eating, pretending to be angry. But we both know it's not true. Renko laughs and then adjusts her hat. I don't think I have ever heard of a yokai like that. She must be a unique species. Maybe it was a girl who got lost in the forest and died with resentment. Now haunts the forest looking for new victims. Maybe the butterfly pin even belonged to her when she was alive. Renko nods, pleased with my explanation, and takes a sip of coffee. I can't help but smile proudly, and then I continue eating. This time I don't say another word until I finish the ice cream. Then I put the spoon aside and open my lips, thinking about saying something else. Suddenly I feel anxiety pressing against my chest. I hesitate for a moment before inhaling to get the words out. I'm afraid saying it could be a mistake, but I really want to share it with someone. I want to feel it exists, it's real, and not just another bad memory buried inside myself. じゃあ、レンコはちょっと軽いジョークを言って、で、メリーは、いや、私を食べ物にしないでよって言ったんですけど、でも二人ともは、まあ大体は仲がいいので、まあ、なんか二人ともが冗談しているってよく分かっているってことです。でもメリーの中には何かまあちょっとなんだったっけ、まあ大体言いたいことがあって言いにくいんですけど言いたいことがあってそのことを今言おうとしている。Renko, there was something else I wanted to tell you besides the dream. なんか他のこともありましたよ。夢以外。I say, feeling my heart turn to lead. She immediately fixes her eyes on me and blinks. Something else? Besides the experience of traveling to another world? I nod silently. The weight on my chest continues to grow until it feels so heavy it could crush me.I don't think you're going to tell me you had two dreams in the same night, right? いや、まさか二つの夢を見たんじゃないよね。No, it's not that. This happened while I was still awake. いや、起きてる間に起きたんです。There's an awkward silence. I know Renko must be thinking about what it could be. Her eyes look at me with something other than the usual curiosity. Well, what is it?Last night, in my apartment, just when I was getting ready to sleep, I saw a 隙間女。じゃあ、寝る前に隙間女を見たのです。隙間女? Are you sure you weren't sleeping? Renko asks confused, to which I answer by shaking my head in denial. I wouldn't put that much weight on it otherwise. The 隙間女 is an urban legend.Her name literally means gap woman. It is much more recent than the ancient yokai of myths. A strange woman who suddenly appears in your room when you're distracted, and watches you in silence from a space too narrow for a person to fit. She then will trap you in another dimension that looks exactly like your house, or drag you to hell. じゃあ、隙間女というのは妖怪ではなくて都市伝説。寝る前に現れ、で、何らかの隙間、大体は人が入れない隙間の中から君を覗いて、君が寝たら別の世界へさらう妖怪の都市伝説なのです。まあ別の世界っていうか別次元かな。It's like one of those ghost stories you can read online. No, it wasn't a dream. いや、夢じゃなかった。I was awake, I'm sure of it. I saw her at my apartment. Renko blinks, then makes a very serious face. I know that look. Every time Renko is worried, she makes those eyes. Mary, are you sure you're okay? I know this sounds strange, but trust me, ice cream is not a panacea for all problems. アイスクリームは霊言新たかの薬じゃないよ。本当に大丈夫なのって。Her words lack her usual good humor. Again, I denied by shaking my head. Soon the memories flash in my mind. The natural darkness, the countless eyes, the sickly deformity of the woman being crushed to fit in the confined space. More even than my own death in the dream, seeing the Skima Onna terrified me. じゃあ、夢の中で殺されるよりは、隙間女を見る経験の方がずっと怖いって。My blood goes cold just from thinking about it. Then I close my eyes and take a deep breath, preparing to speak. Last night I felt unusually nervous for no reason. Time passed with me being unable to sleep. じゃあ、今は眠れない。I was simply rolling on the bed with the anxiety growing by the second. Why? Why do I feel like this? Like I knew something bad was just about to happen. It feels like when I was a child, afraid that when I fell asleep, a monster would crawl out from under the bed. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. I repeat to myself how silly all that sounds. You're an adult now, Mary. Stop being afraid. もう大人ですよ、メリー。怖がらないで。If you have to, look under the bed and realize there's nothing there. 怖ければただ、ベッドの下を覗いてみて、何もないって確認してね。I open my eyes, resolved to do that. And that's when I see it. Huh? I quite exclaim in disbelief as my heart skips a beat. What's that? What is it? What's looking at me? その目、誰の目? My hands are shaking like I'm freezing. My face turned pale with my eyes wide open. My whole body is paralyzed. I can't even breathe. It has eyes. How many eyes? I can't count them. They all look at me. The door of the closet has opened just slightly, enough to let me see a bright purple eye staring at me. But it isn't alone. From the darkness, many more eyes appear. Why are they looking at me now, like that? What do they want from me? Then I see an arm coming out of the closet, with long, sharp nails. But there is no way someone could hide it in it. It's too small. Without even widening the small gap, a woman crawls out of the closet. She kind of resembles Yukari. なんかゆかりに似てるよね。Her body is flattened like a balloon without air, but I can clearly make it out. It's like watching a drawing projecting into the real world. Her skin is so white it looks like snow. Her hair is very long and covers her face, but I can see her eyes and crooked smile. Behind her is only darkness, from which countless eyes are watching me. But that is impossible. There was hardly any space in there. A shadow this deep could not be produced. Maribel. The woman pronounces between wheezes. Her voice is choppy and deep, like she has trouble breathing. Something inside me breaks when I hear it. I feel the sweat drip down my forehead. My body trembles on the verge of falling apart. My name, a name that does not exist in this country. 私の名前、この国に存在しない私の名前。She's looking for me. 彼女が探してる。There is no other possibility. I bite my lip so hard it bleeds. My heart and lungs turn to stone with anguish. My whole body feels cold. They took away my warmth. I can't think. All I know is that I'm afraid. And it's then that I see her move closer. Stay away. Stop. Go away! She crawls sickly towards me, slowly moves with one twisted step after another. The eye-infested darkness only grows bigger. It never stops looking at me. I want to run, but my legs don't react. I want to scream, but I have no breath. The only thing left for me is to observe, shivering in fear, sweating cold, with my heart broken in pieces. Until I can't take it anymore and squeeze my eyes closed. Maribel! She whispers into my ear at the same time that I feel something cold caress my cheeks. I found you. Suddenly I hear something. A familiar sound that makes me open my eyes without thinking. My cell phone was ringing. The words unknown number flashing on the screen. I blink, watching the phone on the night table beside my bed for a moment before looking up. The only thing I find is the empty air and indescribable cold. There is nothing, absolutely nothing. There are no eyes, darkness, or woman in this place. It's just me, completely alone. I remain motionless, perplexed for long seconds, unable to understand what happened and simply staring at the air in front of me. And then, suddenly, my anxiety hits me like a wall. I place one hand on my chest and the other on my stomach, pressing hard as a horrible nausea seizes me, combined with a shortness of breath and an excruciating pain in my chest and head. It's as if a huge iron ball has been placed on my back and it's slowly crushing me. I have to talk to Renko. Renkoに話さなきゃ. I say, looking for her name in the contact list. However, I stop my tracks. I stare at her name on the screen for long seconds without doing anything, just letting time to by. で、レンコに電話しようと思ったら、覚悟ができない、なぜか。Little by little, the anxiety goes away. A quiet sense of normalcy surrounds me soon after. There is a dead silence around me, empty and safe. Finally, I close my eyes and sigh, putting the phone away. じゃあ、知らない電話番号から電話が来たら、起きて、まあ、レンコに話そうとしてたら、覚悟ができなくて、結局、寝落ちた。So silly. My lips murmur, almost inaudible. I remain motionless for unknown seconds, until I'm convinced it's better to leave what happened behind. I'm still weak and drenched in cold sweat, but it doesn't bother me. This is normal. It's my version of more normal. Or rather, it's normal for Maribel Hearn. これが普通だ。少なくとも私にとって普通。マイリベリー・ハーンにとって普通。と。The last thing I remember is that she said my name. なるほど。これは、レンコに話してたのですね。ち ちょっと水飲みました。Her voice was choppy and scary. Mighty Betty? Maribel, she said it better than you. I say, raising my voice, feeling embarrassed shortly after. Hearing it is like nails on a chalkboard for me. Renko looks straight at me with nothing but incredulity in her eyes. Despite being my best friend for years, she's unable to pronounce my name correctly. なんか発音しにくくて、発音できない。何年間友達でいたのに。I know I shouldn't, but it irritates me. で、メリーにとってそれはもうちょっとムカつく。Since I moved to Japan, no one has said my name properly. It's been so long that sometimes I'm afraid I'll forget it myself. Did she say it without error? Yes, her pronunciation was perfect. Have no doubts. She said my name. How could she say your name perfectly? Are ghosts bilingual? Or did she follow you all the way from Europe? お化けはバイリンガルなのか？それとも、はるばるヨーロッパから追いついてきたの？ More interested in how she knows my name. どこから私の名前を知っているのかということが気になってる。Nobody ever says it, not correctly even. I can't imagine where she heard it. Renko, you forget about one person, Mary. Yourself. 自分のことを忘れないでね。Maybe she heard you saying it in your sleep one night. この前、寝言してたとき、お化けが聞き取ったかもしれないのね。That way she would know both your name and the proper pronunciation. Although I admit it isn't a perfect theory, it doesn't explain how she could know it. I blush and scratch my cheek shyly after listening to her. Yes, you may be right. Also, she couldn't have followed me from home, because the Eskimo Onna are a unique urban legend of Japan. で、ヨーロッパからは、さすがにさすがにヨーロッパから追いついたという説がありえないって言っている。なぜかというと、スキマ女は日本ならではの都市伝説ですから。They only exist here. So does that mean yokai have more developed vocal skills? I don't think she would have bothered to practice saying it correctly. And as far as I know, yokai aren't admitted to language classes. そうだね、妖怪たちは外国語のレッスンを受けていない。Renko says, perhaps analyzing it too much. I won't deny that it sounds ridiculous, but it's interesting to me. At least I don't have time to get bored while trying to come up with a theory. I put my index and middle finger on my lips as I think. Supernatural beings, ghosts, spirits, yokai. Their very existence goes beyond the ordinary, so it would be strange if they could know and pronounce my name. So it wouldn't be strange if they could know and pronounce my name. いやー、お化け、妖怪、幽霊。まあ、それらの存在そのものが普通以上ですから、超自然ですから、私の名前を知って発音できるということも、別に、普通じゃない、別に不思議じゃないって。Especially if it's part of the myth that originated them. Sounds logical. I'd like to study it further, but I doubt that a voice audition for yokai is going to be very successful. Renko says while putting her hands behind her head in a relaxed posture. We're not going to do such a thing. I say, pretending to be angry. Renko just laughs and leans in to pat my head nonchalantly. The gesture is enough to make me smile. Her affection is warm. Renko, why do you think she was after me? I don't believe she actually was. Not after you in particular. Skima onna, just like Yuki onna, are known to obsess with people, usually the owner of the house. It just so happens that you're the owner this time. じゃあ、雪女と同じように、隙間女も、特有の人ではなくて、物件家に執着しているのです。で、レンコが言いました。I look down and think about it for a brief moment. Yes, I think you're right. My lips say, but it's a lie. There's no way it could be that simple. She was specifically looking for me, for Marble Heron. It's not a coincidence. After that, there was a brief silence. We continue eating and then change the conversation topic to more casual things. じゃあこれからはさりげない日常の話について話し始めました。Before I know it, it's time to go home. I'm about to say goodbye, but then Renko turns to me and takes my hand. Oh, hand holding. じゃあレンコがメリーの手を取った。She squeezes it gently, which makes me look into her eyes, blushing. Mary, are you sure you want to go back to your apartment? 自分のアパートに本当に戻りたい? The Skima onna could be still there, and I don't think she's the best roommate. You should stay with me for a few days until we figure out how to deal with it. しばらくの間、私のところに来てよ. She says, staring at me. It takes me a couple of seconds to answer. I'm certainly worried, but in the end I just smile like it's nothing. Don't worry, Renko. 心配しないで. It's not like something like this has never happened to me. こんなことが初めてなんかじゃないですよ。初めてなんかじゃないよ。Please trust me, I'll be fine. 大丈夫だって、信頼してよ。I have experience with unwanted tenants of the supernatural variety. 経験がある。経験、いや、怖いですよ。Well, this is kinda scary. Yeah, just go with your friend. Come on. I'm smiling, but my words have the smell of a stinking lie. Just yesterday I felt so scared I could barely breathe, and yet here I am now, refusing the help she's offering. Why do I do it? I'm not sure myself, but I don't want this to become a bother. I don't want to be an annoyance. なんか迷惑になりたくないから断る。Besides, even if the Skima onna drags me to hell, I'll find my way out. 地獄にさらわれても、なんとか帰り道見つけられるよね。Renko looks at me for a couple of seconds before smiling, trying to hide her own concern. Yes, you're right. If there is anyone who could escape from her, it's you. But hey, if anything happens, you know I'm only a message away. 何か起きたら、メッセージ一本だけだよ。Yes, although I don't know how helpful you would be. I could give you a very precise estimate of how many seconds we have before we are eaten. で、メリは、分かってる。でも、お前はそんなに役に立つのかはちょっとわからないなって言って、レンコが、少なくとも食べられる前の、秒数を正確に教えることができるよ。After saying that, we both laugh. Shortly after, Renko lets go of my hand and we part ways. The trip home was uneventful. When I get to my apartment, the first thought that comes to my mind is whether I'll see the Skima onna again. During the morning, I couldn't feel any presence, but even a child knows that ghosts appear at night, when our fears are stronger. I start wondering if I made a mistake, but in the end, I exhale and close my eyes. For now, I should just sleep. If she appears again, I'll deal with her then. Just yesterday I was scared to death, and now I'm thinking it isn't worth worrying. That's just the kind of person I am. In front of your eyes, your dreams will crumble to dust. By your own hand, they will be crushed. じゃあさっきのはあなたの目の前にお前の夢が崩されていく。自分の手で崩すところを崩すのを眺めるだけ。Where am I? Is this another dream? ちなみにさ、このゲームはノブルゲームの部分がめっちゃ長いということを全然忘れてた。Yeah, I'd forgotten that this game had a very long visual novel part, like the text part. But actually, I like reading. 実はね、こうやって朗読するのがめっちゃ好きです。なんか最近はね、定年語と敬語を、混ぜてるのだけど、ちょっとそれは良くないね。じゃあ、定年語でいこうね。定年語。そもそもさ、配信しているから、やっぱり定年語、いや、タメ語。何言ってんの？タタタタンタンタタタタン。さっきはタメ語と丁寧語を混ぜていたけど、それは良くない。そもそも配信だから、なるべく敬語とか丁寧語を使おうとしているんだけど、実は僕の柄じゃないよね。だから、タメ語でいこう。Yeah, let's use. Okay, let me use the plain style in Japanese because, yeah, I've been mixing it. Yeah. Anything like that doesn't make any sense in English anyway. Okay, where am I? Is this another dream? A tarot card. I can feel hidden power inside it. Take it. Tarot card is added to your inventory. Okay. We are in the Scarlet Mansion. 今はコーマ館にいるね。Okay. Which bedroom, which study? Okay, divination card showing a maid at work. The servant. What does this tarot card means? Wait a second. I need to check this out because the サーバントだね。このサーバントの意味、だいたいタローの意味は全然わからないので、ちょっと確認したいと思うね。携帯は最近ちょっとバグってる。Yeah, my phone has been quite laggy recently. Okay, wait. Okay. Not the serpent, servant. It seems that there is no such card. なんかタローにはこういうカードがないらしい。今確認してみたらちょっと出てこなかった。なんか全然違うものが出てきた。Okay. Tarot card. I can feel a hidden power inside it. I'll take it. Okay, let's take more tarot card. Note. A note is added to your inventory. The Watcher. A divination card showing a gatekeeper. Looks like she's sleeping at work. Okay, so basically these are not real tarot cards. These are like cards depicting Touhou characters. So the servant is Sakuya. Servant は Sakuya でthe watcher は mailing. So the watcher is mailing. This is 100%. Okay, she's sleeping at work. Okay, notes. Diary belonging to one of the servants. Most of the pages are damaged and can't be read. It has been many days since our guest went silent. I went upstairs to check on her, but the room is closed. It would be rude to enter uninvited. I told the mistress about it, but she dismissed it with a wave of her hand. じゃあ数日前からお客さんが静かになってる。上階上階に行ってみて部屋に入ろうとしたらドアが閉まってた。でお嬢様に言ったら気にしないって。The mistress' friend gave me a gift tonight. I looked at her bewildered. She had never given me anything before. I asked what was the reason, and she simply said it felt right. Then she quietly returned to her room in the basement. お嬢様の友達がプレゼントをくれました。今夜プレゼントをくれました。bewildered. ちょっとわけわかんなくて、わけわからなかったのです。前に何もくれたことがなかったので、理由を聞いてみたら、ただそれがいいって感じただけって言って、自分の、地下にある部屋へ戻っていきました。The mansion is very calm lately, but my work doesn't diminish. Sweeping and cleaning, cooking and washing. On the subject of cooking, the mistress is late for breakfast today. Her food will get cold if she doesn't come soon. そうだね。お屋敷が最近静かですけど、仕事量は全然減らないのです。掃除したり料理したり洗濯したりするのですね。今朝お嬢様はまた朝ごはんに遅刻しました。また遅刻しています。早く来なければ食べ物が冷めてしまいます。The mistress hid the key to the storehouse. I have to find it soon or I won't be able to make dinner on time. I understand that she's bored, but it only makes my job more difficult. I already have too much work for her to hinder me, and to make matters worse, someone made a mess in the main hall. I better start cleaning now. お嬢様は倉庫の中で鍵を隠れてしまいました。最近退屈で、お嬢様は最近退屈でいたずらしたいって分かってるんですけど、私の仕事が難しくなるだけです。それにメインホールの中に誰かがいろいろ散らかしたっていうか、散らかした。早く掃除しないといけないですね。Okay, so do we have anything here? Like, it seems that we cannot open anything. Okay, so was it? Wait. It won't budge. Okay, so where are we? Probably we are in servants' quarters, right? So that means that, yeah, there is a way downstairs. So this door leads downstairs. This is the mistress room. お嬢様の部屋はこっち。で、ここは階段。で、Scarlet Living Room。そう。そうだね。ここは今、リビングルーム。Tarot card. I can feel hidden power inside it. I'll take it. Okay, and another one. Let's check out our inventory. The Witch. A divination card showing a witch. Pachuri. Pachuri-san. The Full Moon. A divination card showing a maiden with blue hair and a full moon behind her. じゃあ、フルムーン。まあ、レミリアだよね。レミリアだよね。他にはa gramophone with missing parts. Unfortunate. Okay. So what do we have here? Okay. The Scarlet Moon. Child of the night, let the stars be your guide, surrounded by graves. The winged ones are your new friends, blessed by the night of the scarlet moons. The ravages of time. Time erodes everything. With enough time, even the stars shall fade away. Only the true eternity can stop time. Eternity means to reject change, but to be eternal is to be forever the same. Okay, let's remember this, because this might come in handy later. 後で役に立つかもしれないね。あ、確かにそうだね。イーストホール。まあ、東廊下だね。で、メインホール。こっちはタローカード。Okay, let's see. The guest. A divination card showing a blonde maiden standing in front of a big mansion. じゃあ、大きな屋敷の前に立っている金髪の乙女のカード。お客様。ザ・ゲスト。じゃあ、メリーがゲスト。So Mary is the guest. It seems. Okay, what do we have here? Wait. Oh, the second floor. There is a... Wait. There's basement, first floor, second floor, and... Wait. Ah, okay. So, we have someone here. What's the... These are dolls, right? A tarot card. Oh my god. The Princess. A divination card showing a maiden with a crown sitting on the throne. Knight without a sword. A priest without a staff. A queen without a crown. 新規もしかして Masterworks Gallery. Okay. Tarot card. Another one. Oh my god, I keep pushing escape. The Lore Keeper. A divination card showing a maiden in a big library. Well, wait. There is a witch and there is the Lore Keeper, but yeah, actually cannot be both. Or can she? Well, the Puppeteer. The Puppeteer, so it's like... Don't budge. Okay. There is a So here, yeah, the clock tower is probably here, and okay, the dolls. Their eyes are closed shut. It looks like they're sleeping. ちょっと不気味だね。Okay, so here's the sewing room. It's closed. Yeah, I guess we need to wait. Are we really here? Okay, yeah, we're here. So we need to find the key to go to the East Hall and the doll's workshop. I don't like it. They neatly placed flowers. I cannot escape, can I? Yeah, of course. なんかここからは出られない、さすがに。で、これは It's locked. Okay, I guess I need a couple of minutes, so please wait for me. Hi, 戻ってきました。Yeah, I'm back. But yeah, you need to drink a bit. ちょっと水飲んだ。ちょっと待って。今どこ？あ。Huh? There was a note on the door. Storehouse door note. Who doesn't love the satisfaction that comes with solving a good riddle? Must be pretty boring doing chores all day, dusting the same old mansion without time to play. Allow me to make your day less plain. In the living room is the key. To find it, you don't need to be bright, because there is already more than enough light. I guess the key is afraid of the dark. Okay, the key is afraid of the dark. So you don't need to be bright. What does it mean? じゃあ、というわけで、このノートには、多分このノートはレミレアさんに書かれた。ちょっといたずらして、昨夜に迷惑をかけた。昨夜をいじめているよね。レミレアさん。で、そうだね。The リビングルームに鍵がある。でも、 暗さが怖い。鍵が暗いところ、鍵は暗いところが怖いって。待って。The living room. Okay. The living room. へー。あ、そうだね。ランプの中にあった。なるほど。まあ、暗いところが怖いので、ランプの下で隠れていたって。Door key is added to your inventory. なんで急にランプの下で探そうと思ったのかはちょっとわかんない。なんだか、まあ、やってみようかって思っただけ。Okay. I wonder if there will be any monsters appearing soon. Because, okay, this one? Nah. Okay. So we found the first key. First key, the key from the storehouse. Oh yeah, it makes sense because Sakuya mentioned in her diary that the mistress the mistress hid the key. Wait. Dining key room. Dining room. It's here, right? I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah. I see. You use it like this. It's not like you just come up to some object and push the use button and you use the correct object. You need to come up to an object, like to some place, to a door, for example, open the menu, pick the correct item, and only then you can use it. Alright. Well, makes sense. Okay, another card, the Crescent Moon. A divination card showing a maiden with blonde hair and a crescent moon behind her. Younger sister to the full moon. Ah! Fran-chan. Blonde or Scarlet. Found a note. Okay, dining room's note. It's time for dinner and everyone is sitting down. This is my chair, not the mistress only. On my left sits my playful younger sister. On her left sits the beautiful princess from afar. In front of the princess sits our uninvited guest. 2 chairs on the right of the guest sits the librarian, while her master, the witch, sits right next to me. In front of the librarian sits the lazy gardener. To the right of the gardener sits my loyal maid. Once everyone is on their seat, the key will appear in the empty chair. Okay. Alright, so... Wait. Yeah, okay, so... というわけで、今みんなを座らせる。一人一人。これは、the mistress. So, of course, it's gonna be the full moon. Of course. Yes. Okay, you need to do a long push. You need to push the button for about 2 seconds, like 1 second or 2 seconds. Well, again, it makes sense because it's for you to kind of like have time to cancel it. All right, nice. Next. On my left sits my playful younger sister. じゃあ、左は左だよね。So the left is on the left, so it's like here, right? Okay. Okay, the crescent moon. じゃあ、フランちゃん。Okay, next note. On her left sits the beautiful princess from afar. Beautiful princess from afar. Is it Alice? I guess it's Alice. Because she was in the room where there were oh, hello. Welcome to my stream. Wait, is the game officially released? Yes, it was released like 2 or 3 days ago, maybe 4. I'm not sure, but yeah, I've been waiting for it for a very long time. So, like, I'd already forgotten that this game was supposed to come out, but then I got some. Yeah, I saw a tweet, or rather a post on Blue Sky, which was sent by an acquaintance of mine to our common server, and I was like, wow, yeah, I guess that's the game. I guess I want it. By the way, is the volume okay? 音量は大丈夫ですか？なんか今は音楽がめっちゃ大きいのでいいのかなと。Okay, so the princess should be sitting here. Alright, nice. Next to... in front of her... wait, no. In front of the princess sits our uninvited guest. Okay, so this is the seat for Mary. The guest. Okay, let's put it here. Oh my god. Oh my god, sometimes I just forget which buttons I'm supposed to push. This is awful. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Touhou Kagura recently, so I can't push buttons. Sorry. ボタン押せない. Okay, 2 chairs on the right of the guest sits the librarian. 2 chairs on the right. It's here. The lore keeper. All right. Let's go. Perfect. Now, while her master, the witch, sits right next to me. So the witch. And the last one, in front of the librarian seat sits the lazy gardener. So it's mailing, right? It's mailing. Yes, of course. And yeah, let's just check out just in case. To the right of the gardener sits my loyal maid. Okay, looks like something happened. So we've got the key now. Storehouse key. Alright, now The storehouse is down the hallway. じゃあ廊下の一番左に倉庫がある。Okay. Finally, I found something to cook for dinner. Oops. I'll just make a screenshot because the scene is too good. Yeah, so sorry for the sound notification. Okay. Oh. I had barely started to move when suddenly I hear an unknown voice, followed by my own, groaning in pain. Then I feel a warm liquid run down my back until it spills onto the cold floor. I'm stunned. I remain as motionless as a statue. Someone has driven a knife deep into my back. The knife pierced my heart. Somehow I know it. My face turned pale in seconds, the expression of disbelief still frozen on it, while I feel like escaping me with every drop of liquid. I can even hear it. Yeah. Wait. Okay, yeah. For a second I thought that my microphone was off or was behaving strangely, but yeah, I guess it was okay. Okay, every drop hitting the ground is a soft and delicate sound that announces my death. But it hardly lasts. Shortly after, I lose my sense of hearing, abandoning me in complete silence. I can't breathe or move. I can't even see. There's no doubt I had died again. But that's not my end. My conscience observes what happens to my body after it loses its life. My eyes are blind, yet I can see it, as clear as daylight. My blood is collected and poured into a beautiful glass cup, as if it was a fine wine. This is all very familiar to me. Sure, even a child could recognize what kind of monster does it. I'll tell Renko tomorrow, and I will also give her an apology. It wasn't my intention, but again, I let them kill me. After telling her not to worry, I let myself be harmed again. Tonight, I became the main dish for a noble house. My death was as real for me as anything in the waking world. And yet here I remain, perfectly calm, feeling an innocent curiosity about what will happen next. For dessert, the maid bakes some cookies. They smell simply delicious. I can't help but want to taste them. Without a body or a hand, I steal one of them. Oh, damn. Mary, you just keep stealing objects from other worlds. Is it gonna end okay? なんかまた、で、というわけで、昨夜に殺されて、晩ご飯にされたメリーは、クッキーを盗んで元の世界に戻った。I closed my eyes and sipped hot tea with perfect elegance, holding the cup with both hands while sitting at the table inside the club room. Okay, I'll drink some water again. Sorry. ちょっと声が枯れてきた。いっぱい読んでいっぱい話して、ちょっと声が枯れてきちゃった。まあでも、いいんじゃない? So, as I mentioned before, this game is quite text heavy. It has lots of plot, and I'd forgotten that it was like that. But yeah, I guess I will just read a lot, right? Okay. In front of me is Renko drinking tea as well. Wait a second. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember if I read this line, but well, whatever. On the table is the kettle from which steam escapes, along with cookies of different flavors. じゃあ、こんな夢の後でクッキーを食べるのかこの二人。Without a doubt, It's a typical occult club meeting. The club is a room in the Kyoto University building, overflowing with things that most would call garbage, such as blurry photos of ghosts, magazines with ridiculous theories for unexplained phenomena, horror novels and folklore books, old newspapers and posters of magicians or psychics, the vast majority of which are an obvious sham. There are also objects of occultism and witchcraft like an Ouija board, an anatomical skeleton model. I know it's fake because it was the first thing I asked. A pair of voodoo dolls that clearly don't work, a very old radio and a camera that can supposedly pick up ghosts, and a box with a crystal ball inside. Finally, there is an old computer that miraculously still works. Man, this is perfect. いや、なんか完璧なオカルトクラブの部屋ですね。完璧な物質。本当に。Actually, by the way, I've been to Kyoto University. It's almost been 7 years, damn. Like 7 years ago, like 6.5, I went to Kyoto to see my friend. And yeah, she was a student at Kyoto University, so I had an opportunity to just eat lunch at their cafeteria and to watch a very, very old, very famous or maybe infamous for someone dormitory, which is like super old and just is basically made of wood. They keep some chickens or something. It's an interesting place, Kyoto University. 7年前、ほとんど7年前、京都大学に行ったことある。友達に会いに行って、で京都大学の学食でご飯食べて、例の有名な寮を見てきたんだ。面白かったな。Okay, let me drink again. I will drink. もう一回水飲む。Finally, there is an old computer that miraculously still works. I still can't believe it, but we have no use for it anyway. So it's just one more ornament. Shortly after I joined the club, Renko told me that the founder was her grandmother, Usami Sumireko. Okay, so this game goes with the theory that Sumireko is Renko's grandmother, because there are explanations that Sumireko might be her like aunt or something like that, like maybe not direct aunt, like I don't remember how it's called in English. じゃあというわけでこのゲームはスミレコはレンコのおばあちゃんという説ですね。まあ他の説もあるんだけど、このゲームではこんな感じ。Okay. She was a huge fan of the paranormal, and originally the club focused on necromancy, finding a way to talk to the dead and observing ghosts, before expanding to everything from urban legends to ancient yokai. That's why the skeleton is here. I guess she felt at bringing it back to life. じゃあ、スミレコはネクロマンシー。まあ、死者の扱いをしようとしてたらしい。Renko even showed me a photo of her grandmother when she was young. I will never say it, but I'm happy that I got to live along the prettiest of the Usamis. Damn girl. Yeah. そうだね、宇佐美家の一番綺麗な人と同じ時代に住んでいいなって思ったメリは。Her grandmother was the literal definition of a nerd, even with the glasses. Even with the glasses. Whereas Renko is a pretty cool nerd. Damn, I should take a screenshot because, yeah, this is cute. Well, basically, this is what Renko is. She is a cool nerd. かっこいいオタク。レンコはマジでまさにかっこいいオタクの具現化。The only reason why a prestigious university like the one in Kyoto allows the club to exist is because, in addition to using the excuse that it's a simple hobby, we deliver an overview of our studies every 6 months, written from a scientific point of view. How urban legends and myths are born, the effect they have on society, how they evolve or even disappear with time, and all of that using a scientific methodology. じゃあ半年に1回レポートを書いて、そういう都市伝説やら妖怪のストーリーやらなんちゃらかんちゃらが大体どんな説明があり得るかとか、社会にどんな影響を与えているのかとか、科学的な視点から見て、そういうことを書く。It's a social study. 社会学。At least we convinced the professors that it is. This morning I woke up in bed like every other day. No evidence of my deaths exists. No wound or scar, not even the slightest unpleasant feeling. If it weren't for the vivid memories, I myself would never believe it had happened. When classes were over, I went to the club. Renko, as is typical of her, was a few minutes late, giving me a friendly smile as soon as she appeared. We started by preparing tea and talking about more common topics. But soon enough, I gave Renko the news. So, you had another dream, Mary? She asks curiously while watching me drink a sip of tea. I place the cup on the table and nod. Yes, I did, is my simple answer. Renko looks at me in silence for a couple of seconds, curious. Well, what happened? If you don't tell me, there is no way I'm going to guess. I smile at her proudly, tilting my head, and begin to describe my dream. I tell her about the red European mansion, the elegant rooms and decorations, the kitchen full of food, and lastly how my blood was served, ready for an unseen vampire to drink it. As I speak, I put the chocolate cookie I stole on the table. I had to resist the urge to eat it. It looks delicious. When I woke up this morning, I discovered the cookie in my hands. It may be hard to believe it came from a mansion within my dreams, but here it is. I watched Renko carefully examine the cookie as if it were an object incomprehensible to the human mind. I cover my lips with one hand to hide my smile. It is undoubtedly adorable. It doesn't seem like there's anything strange about it. Are you sure humans can eat it? Yes, actually that's what I plan to do when you're done with it. Renko makes a very serious face, then breaks the cookie in halves and eats one right in front of my eyes. I didn't know whether to say I'm angry or that I expected it, but I wanted to eat it all by myself. Without thinking, I snatched the other half from her and immediately put it in my mouth. Sorry, it's part of my research. And with this, I was able to conclude one thing. The vampire's maid makes some excellent cookies, she says, and then nods, pleased. We then look into each other's eyes for a couple of seconds before laughing. Renko, there's another thing I wanted to tell you. Is it about the Skimona? Did you see her again? I quietly shake my head in denial. I bite my lower lip for a moment. The anxiety grows heavy in my heart. This is a bad idea. そういえば、ここに日本語があまりよくわからない方々がいれば、別に日本語に通訳しても大丈夫ですよ。ただ、言ってくださいね。なんか、時々は通訳するのを忘れちゃうんだけど、もしそれが必要だったら、なるべく頑張る。まあでも今まではメリーはレンコに まあ、さっき僕が読んだ夢について話して、で、クッキーを、夢の中から持ってきたクッキーを渡したら、なんかこれから食べる予定だよって言って、レンコが半分こそれを壊して半分こ食べちゃった。で、メリーは、いや、なんか自分で食べたかったのにって。Okay, this is a bad idea. I know I shouldn't do it, and yet I don't want to stop. Why? I guess I'm just tired of being alone. I'm tired of being unable to share this part of me. Sometimes I feel like I could have the most wonderful experience of all, and no one would care. They wouldn't even know. If no one else knows it, if no one else cares, does it even exist? Is my death really that small and easy to ignore? Does that mean my life is the same? With that in mind, I calmly put a shiny object on the table. It's a pure silver knife, something I could never afford with my student income. Renko blinks with curiosity while staring at it. She can't find anything unusual about the knife, but I can tell she knows there is a deeper meaning to it. Otherwise, I wouldn't even had bothered to hide it. A silver knife? I guess it belonged to the maid you mentioned before. Yes, that's right. So you stole it from her? I shake my head. Not quite. Actually, she stabbed me with it. When I woke up next morning, it was in my hands along with the cookie. Renko is shaken by my words. She looks pale and confused, both things incredibly rare and out of character for her. You mean you died in your dream, Mary? Yes, but not just in this dream. Last night I died too. When I said I got away from the yokai, I was lying. She caught me and ate me. Renko instantly slams the table and rises to standing, unable to believe it. Mary, were you killed and the first thing that occurred to you is that you wanted to eat ice cream? She says, looking down into my eyes. She sounds angry. Mm-hmm. Is there something wrong with that? Also, as you can see, it's not like I really died. When you were attacked in Torifuni, you ended up in the hospital. I put my cup down as soon as she says it. I've suddenly lost my appetite. Of course I remember. I was about to say more, but I stopped. It doesn't matter anymore. It's in the past. It was different that time, Renko. That was not a dream, but a travel. Trust me, if I were lying, I wouldn't been able to attend classes today. My voice sounds colder than usual. I look down and continue drinking. An awkward silence fills the room for what feels like an eternity. I knew it. It was a mistake. I'm so stupid. Renko finally sits down and relaxes her posture. She sighs, rubs her forehead, and fixes her hat. Seems she isn't angry anymore. Okay, I get it. You aren't injured. But still, didn't it hurt? Are you okay? And why are you telling me this just now? Does it mean you've died in your dreams before? As she speaks, she slowly moves her hand onto mine in a gentle gesture. My heart skips a beat when I feel her soft touch. That was too many questions. I'm okay. I really am. It may be scary, but it doesn't really hurt. No more than bumping your toe against the door. Being a yokai's dinner doesn't exactly sound like a fun-filled experience. It would be a hard sell at the theme park. I do have dreamed that I die a few times, I have a traffic accident, or I fall into an abyss. Once I was lost in space, floating helplessly while running out of oxygen. I was scared at the moment, but it was just a dream. But I know your dreams are different, Mary. Lucid dreaming is the closest thing to what you experience, and that's still nowhere close. She gently squeezes my hand. She's worried about me. Renko is clearly thinking about saying more, but I interrupt her first. I'm fine, Renko, really. I'm not hurt or anxious. I'm alive. There isn't a ghost in front of you, even if you might want it that way. It was like the experience with the Eskimo. I knew it might cause trouble for me, but I wanted to share it with someone, even if it isn't an easy thing to talk about. I just know I can trust you with it. I respond, offering her a shy smile. Dying is supposed to be among the most horrible things to experience. And here I am, saying it wasn't too bad. I must have a twisted mind to say that while smiling so warmly. Renko looks me in the eyes once more before withdrawing her hand and leaning her back into her chair. I feel a great relief when she does. It means that things are back to normal. Well, I'm glad. I can't afford to lose the vice president of the club. But if you were a ghost, it would be a great opportunity to learn some things. It's disappointing, isn't it? After saying that, she smiles and raises her cup, taking a sip of tea. So, back to the knife. It's the same knife that the mate attacked you with, isn't it? That's right. In and of itself, it isn't anything supernatural. It's just a simple and elegant kitchen utensil, although I must admit it's quite sharp. Why would a vampire's mate have a silver knives? Is it to show wealth? That could be it, but I think there is another answer. Silver is frequently used to fight monsters in folklore. The most common example is against werewolves. Perhaps the maid protects the vampire against any other monsters that try to invade her mansion. After saying that, I take a sip of tea. Renko closes her eyes and thinks about it for a moment, crossing her arms under her chest. Doesn't it mean she's a maid, a cook, and also the guard? That must be a pretty hard job. I at least hope the poor girl gets paid enough. No, Renko, she isn't. Yeah. ちゃんとした給料をもらってるわけじゃないよ。昨夜は、まあ、下僕だからさ。Considering how vampires are in legends, I doubt she even gets paid at all. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know why, but after saying that, I feel slightly sad. That's true, and I guess you're right. It's hard to live in such a big house and not get unwanted visitors sometimes. That mate was the only one you saw in the dream. You didn't get to see the vampire, right? No, but I was only able to explore a small part of the mansion. Suppose there could be other yokai behind the closed doors. There were many kinds of food in the storehouse. Even garlic, which vampires are supposed to hate, and medicinal herbs they don't need. After saying that, I close my eyes and lift the cup to continue drinking. Besides the vampire, a witch could live in the mansion. There is no other explanation for the herbs. An immortal vampire could have no use for them. I'm curious about the silver knives too. I wonder if they really are only for defending her master, or if she's even thought of using them against it. It's all very mysterious. I'd like to have another opportunity to explore the mansion more thoroughly, but I am unable to control my dreams. They take me to unknown and magical places without any concern for my own desires. I'm lost in my thoughts. When I finally open my eyes, I realize that Renko is stroking my head. I tremble, flushing with embarrassment. Renko! Exclaim in surprise. Anticipating what I was going to say, she lifts the kettle and smiles. I asked you if you wanted more tea, but you weren't listening. Mary, don't go have an adventure in another world right in front of me without inviting me. You know, I wouldn't do that. It's the only thing I can think of to say. I bring the cup to my lips so I don't have to speak. But there's a problem with that. Like Renko said, my cup is empty and I end up sipping air. I'm so dumb. I look down, unable to meet her eyes. I've been holding an empty cup in my hands for who knows how long, probably even drinking from it without realizing. Renko chuckles joyfully, making my heart shrink in embarrassment. I'm blushing so deeply that somebody could mistake me for having a fever. Can I serve you more? Yes, please. I say, wishing all of this was just another dream. Renko pours me some tea and then fills her own cup. She takes a sip and later fixes her eyes on me. Mary, before we continue, I wanted to ask you. Did you see the Eskimo Onna again? No, I haven't seen her. Renko blinks and adjusts her hat. She looks pretty serious now. I did some research on the Eskimo Onna, but I couldn't find anything you don't already know. She watches you from small gaps to narrow for someone to fit, and later drags you to hell. I know. Not very nice. Renko shakes her hand in denial. Not at all. Not the first place you'd think of going on vacation. After saying that, the expression on her face turns serious. Also, there is a lesser-known second generation of legends. People started to say that you can even see them outside your home, like on the streets at night, looking like mysterious women. I'm concerned that her powers and your own ability to travel to dream worlds could produce a dangerous reaction. Like when you mix water and potassium. Water is safe on its own, but together they create an explosion. After saying that, she looks at me with clear concern in her eyes. I hold my breath for a moment, but soon my body relaxes. The fear inside me doesn't last more than an instant. Don't worry, Renko. Like I said before, even if she takes me to hell, I'll find a way back here. I finish with a smile that Renko doesn't seem to appreciate. I have a long history with these beings. Nothing will happen. And even if it happens, when the sun rises again, life will return to normal. Renko leans back and drinks from her cup, staying silent for a moment and gazing thoughtfully at the ceiling. Then she turns to me, looking into my eyes. Anyway, Mary, it sounds like a very bad habit to die so often. It would be better to try to avoid it. I tilt my head and scratch my cheek with my index finger, blushing slightly. I can understand why she's saying that. A normal person would be really scared, and also Renko worries about my pain. She's a good friend, but it isn't necessary. I'm fine, really. My body remains at bed when I dream. It's just an illusion. I feel pain, but soon it disappears and becomes a distant memory. Besides, as I said before, if I was really in agony, I wouldn't even be able to attend classes. Yeah, I guess so. I doubt you like classes so much that you'd attend even after being digested by a monster. That would raise a lot of questions. He responds with a joke, but doesn't sound entirely convinced. I think it's impossible for a human being to think that dying isn't a big deal. Unexpectedly, I smile. Does that mean I'm not human? At least not a normal one. Renko, I'm used to monsters and yokai. I didn't mean to say that I like to die, but it's like having frequent nightmares. There comes a time when they don't bother you as much, and you can even take advantage of sharing the stories. Just talking about them with you makes me feel much better. So thank you for hearing me and not being mad. Renko rubs her forehead, pensive, then adjusts her hat. I suppose you're fine with nightmares, but if you ever had a romantic dream, I wonder if you could tell me just as calmly. What? It's not the same, I say out loud without even thinking about it, and immediately cover my mouth with both hands later. I look down and gulp, feeling my heart race. Did she hit a weak point? I'm falling into her trap. Renko flashes a mischievous grin, then points her finger at me, pretending that her hand is a gun. Bang! Renko! I say, pretending to be furious. I watch her goofy smile for long seconds until she suddenly bursts into laughter. I'm right behind her. Renko tenderly strokes my head, making all the anger and tension disappear. We spend the rest of our session talking about unimportant subjects until it gets dark. It's good to put seriousness aside and talk nonsense too. Laughing and having a good time, that's what I need most after a nightmare. In the end, the knife became another decoration for the club room. Today has been another good day for the occult club. See you later, Mary. If anything happens, send me a message. Renko says when we part ways at the train station. Yes, but I'll be fine. See you later. I reply in a friendly manner, waving to her. She raises her hand for a wave and walks away. It's time to go home. Along with the way, the expression on my heavy face becomes more serious. I can't help but think about everything that's going on in my life. Lost in my thoughts, I ignore what's happening around me as if I'm disconnected from the world. People move in and out of the train without any importance. Will I dream tonight too? There is only one way to find out. In bed, wrapped in the sheets, I close my eyes. It's easy for me to fall asleep. I guess it's because I'm eager to know what will happen next. You can pray to any god, not one will listen to you. This cold and uncaring world does not know you, nor does it want to. "どんな神に祈ってもあなたは聞こえない." へえ、間に合った。Flamestorm。ようこそ。ようこそっていうかそうだね。ようこそ。来てくれてありがとうございます。よし。というわけで、нарешті попав на стрім. Точно. Я на секунду замислився, чи це якою мовою розмовляти, типу, чи перейти на японську, чи продовжувати англійську, чи що, але окей. Згадав. Okay, so basically, this is... I don't know if you know a lot about this game, because, yeah, as I mentioned on the stream before, actually, I was going to wrap up in like half an hour, but yeah, I can play for another half an hour or something like that. So yeah, I played this, like the trial of this game, like, well, not trial, but demo, about 3 years ago maybe, and then yeah, then the authors, like the developers, didn't tell much about updates, but finally they released the game. And yeah, there are lots of visual novel sections, but also it's like something Yumeniki-like, with all the quests and, well, not Yumeniki. It's basically a quest. So... wait a second, I need to send a message, and yeah, I am totally able to continue the game. Я поки в дорозі втикаю. Десь теж на півгодинки від сили буду. Окей. Ну, то добре. Where am I? This place is so cold. It's weird. I've never dreamed 3 nights in a row. Well, yeah, like, it's not that it's strictly about Touhou as we know it. Basically, the Touhou girls are monsters, and the main characters are Mary and Renko. But yeah, so we are at the cemetery. Okay. I don't remember there was... Okay, only those with the might of the gods can open this door. Okay, well, wait. Alright. It's locked. Learn of voidness of the... and a new path will open for you. Can I learn the voidness of the... I don't know. Nothing happens. Okay, so we need to solve some riddles here. I've already forgotten that there was this stage. So basically, I remember there were 3 stages. Okay, 4 if we consider the bamboo forest. So we started in a bamboo forest where we were eaten by, where Mary was eaten by a spider yokai, and she brought a pendant, like a butterfly pendant, to the real world. Then she told Renko how she saw a skimona at her house, and then there was that dream about the Scarlet Mansion where Mary was killed by Sakuya and her blood was served to Rumelia as dinner. Bum, bum, bum. And now, we have this snowy stage. I remember the asylum. Like, I remember that the last part of the demo version a couple of years ago was the asylum. Like a psychiatric asylum, I mean. But, yeah. Now I remember that, there was this stage. It's... Oh, yeah, wait. We have a... We actually have a map. Damn. Main tab, Hall of Writings. Okay, I need Hall of Writings, I guess. So there is a waterfall. Okay. Oh, we could go all the way here, but okay, I guess that's the extent of where we can actually go in this game. Alright, so... Wait. There's a bell tower. Wait, no? I guess there's nothing here. By the way, I really like such locations. Like snow, some kind of a temple, very traditional one. I mean, I guess in Yumeniki, I don't remember if it was the original game or the fan game which I was playing on stream. There was a... Wait. Yeah, the Founder Hole. We're going to the Founder Hole. Yeah, there were such places, and it was quite interesting. Like, I like the aesthetics. What's this? A Vajra? Vajra is added to your inventory. Holy item. Hint ritual tool made entirely of gold. Okay, we don't have any notes. And there are lots of candles. ろうそくたくさんある。めっちゃたくさんあるね。The door closed behind me. Don't budge. Okay. It's pretty scary, I must say. Okay. No one's here. This is Hall of Writings. Oh, wait, I thought that... Okay, Pagoda... Main temple? Okay, main temple is closed to... Wait... learn of voidness of the... something? Really? How am I supposed to... Okay, so basically it's some kind of... Wait. Probably I need to... I can use Vajra for... Oh, okay. I can use Vajra for... to enter the Hell Hall. First root of the evil is greed. Wishing, craving, self-indulgence, desire for wealth and fame, and attachment and lust. It is represented in art by a rooster. first three sights of Buddha saw on his first journey outside his place: old age, sickness, and death. Letting go of material possessions has been one of the things Buddha has done. It gave him freedom and allowed him to travel and spread the wisdom of Buddhism. The voidness constitutes the ultimate reality. The Sunyata tells that all things are empty of intrinsic existence and nature, and nothing has form of its own. Void. Okay. Buddha taught that the root of all sufferings is desire, the tanha. This comes in three forms, which he described as the three roots of evil, of the three fires, or the three poisons. The lotus plant must first grow in the grimy and muddy waters from the depths of the pond before it can rise above the surface and blossom as the divine flower that is. Third root of evil is hatred. Killing, harsh speech, lying, slandering speech, and ill will are born of hatred. It's represented in art by a snake. Okay, second root of evil is delusion. Ignorance, wrong views, and dullness. It has the characteristic of unknown and the absence of right view. Okay, so first root of evil is greed. The second one is delusion. Third is hatred. Greed, delusion, hatred, right? Lotus. Desire. Okay, the voidness. Okay, it is... Oh, is that a girl? What's she doing here? I don't want to go there. Yeah, so okay, so let's go back. Learn of voidness of the desire. Desire, I guess. Not sure that it's a correct answer because it doesn't make sense. Okay, it's not desire. Learn of voidness of... okay, a new path will open for you. So we need to... Okay, so tanha. The ultimate rule, the sunyata. Okay, tanha, sunyata. Okay, let's try sunyata. Or maybe okay, tanha. Wait, where's you? Sunyata. Yeah, okay, it worked. Let's see what's inside. Someone was killed. Here I can tell from the bloodstains. なんか血のりやばいよね. I found a note between the broken masks. Was it violence by Koishi against Kokoro? There are masks and they're broken. I found a note between the broken masks. Okay. Let's read it. First, look for a violent mask painted in red. Okay, row. Second row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Huh? ちょっと待って。Wait. Mask note. Now go deeper behind the mask with half a face and half a smile. Half a face and half a smile. Okay. Where could it be? Is it on this wall or maybe somewhere around here? Well, it's not here, right? Wait, half a face and half a smile. Again, oh, wait. Half a face and half a smile. Okay. So it's like... half a face and half a smile. It's... Which one is it? Like, the one in the upper row, maybe? 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh, wait, I got it. 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, the answer was wrong. No, okay. Wait, can I... Oh, okay, I cannot save the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably the 10th one, because it has half a face and exactly half a smile. Or maybe it's down there, kind of like... Yeah, in the bottom row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one? There's nothing here either. Okay, it was a correct answer. Alright. Another note. Let's see what they prepared for us. Go deeper yet, behind a mask mostly of emptiness and void, and yet still with a sad smile on its lips. Okay, 3, 7. Yeah. It was 3, 3, 7. I realized that probably it was that. Okay, mostly of emptiness and void, and yet still with a sad smile on its lips. It's like 2, 3. Two, 3. A key fell from the mask. Okay. Alright, let's see. Mask note. In the end, the heart is laid bare. Heart laid bare. I don't want to go there. Room of the depraved. That's scary. なんか怖いよね。ちょっと。Okay. Heart laid bare. Hello there. How are you doing? 小石さん元気ですか？ちょっと寒くないですか？ つ入っていないんですけど、大丈夫でしょうか？Hello, my name is Mary. What's your name? Mary? That's your name? You're lying. Yes, you're right. But how do you know that? My real name is very difficult to pronounce, so my friends call me Mary. You shouldn't call yourself by a name that's not yours. Aren't you afraid of forgetting who you are? Who would you be if that happens? Oh, well, I'm always myself. It doesn't matter what others call me. Huh? Is that so? If you aren't afraid of being forgotten, tell me then, what you are afraid of? Are you not afraid of dying? Are you not afraid of this place? After asking that, the room is filled with an oppressive silence. It is clear she isn't a normal girl. I don't understand what's wrong with her. I take a breath, preparing to speak, but I just don't have an answer. I let time go by. Sorry, I think I need to drink some water because it's been quite rough to read a lot. Really sorry. Okay. I let time go by uselessly until I'm convinced that it is better to say something. Anything rather than make her wait. I'm worried. What would happen if I make her angry? Yes, this place scares me. It's very dark and creepy here. I wish I could go home. I reply shyly while looking into her eyes, her green eyes. She's silent for a few seconds, without the slightest reaction, as if she didn't hear me. Then, suddenly, she looks up straight into my eyes. Her lips pull into a creepy smile. You're lying. You don't want to go back. You hate it there. You lie, but your heart doesn't lie. Her voice, her smile, make me nervous. I take a step back instantly. I'm scared. I clasp a hand to my chest, feeling the anxiety grow inside. I try to speak, but only manage to make unintelligible sounds. Something is wrong with me. Suddenly, my eyes go wide, my face turns pale, and cold sweat beads on my skin. I bend over, hugging my belly in pain. But this is a unique type of pain, one that I hate beyond anything else. This nausea, the coldness, the lack of air, and worst of all, the feeling of having your chest crushed by an invisible hand. I know them all. Don't vomit. I don't want to vomit. I hate it. I tell myself endless times since I'm ahead with my gaze fixed on the ground, forgetting completely about the girl. I can't even think. My mind is failing. The anguish that fills my brain overwhelms it without leaving room for anything else. Every beat of my heart hurts immensely. I groan in pain as I desperately bury my nails into my arm. Then I suddenly sink to my knees. Or rather, I fall in that position when my legs lose the strength to support my body. It taxes me just to breathe. My vision is blurry. I can't see past my nose. But despite that, I know that the girl is still there, smiling while looking at me, immobile, without saying a single word. She's enjoying it. I'm sure of it. This pain, this unbearable pain that destroys me from within, has been my companion for a long time. More than an enemy or a friend, it has been my partner. The weight of anxiety crushes and twists me mercilessly. I gasp and use the last of my strength to lift my head and look up at the girl, or rather where I think she is. But there is nothing I can say or do. It's a hopeless action. You're not honest. And when you lie to your heart suffers. It's the only thing she says before everything turned dark. However, That's my fault. My eyes close when I lose the strength to hold them open. Then I collapse motionless on the ground, drowning in a sea of suffering and hugging my knees, lying on my side. I stay in that pitiful position for countless, endless seconds until I realize I don't feel pain anymore. It's as if all my organs have been crushed until they can no longer function. In silence, I feel a couple of tears run down my cheeks. It's the last thing I know. Soon, every feeling abandons me, as if the world itself has disappeared. I want to disappear too. I hate anxiety. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. It's my eternal tormentor. But anxiety isn't born from nothing. It comes from our fears and despair. What am I afraid of? I think I know. I know the answer, but I'm afraid to admit it. I'm afraid to accept it. My mind circles that thought as my body grows colder. My face is pale like snow and my lips painted purple. I can see the colors, I can feel the coldness, but I'm sure of it. I cannot call for help, much less escape, because of course, I'm dead. Tonight, I died again. But I'm not frustrated or scared about it. On the contrary, I'm glad, because now I don't have to feel anxiety anymore. My destroyed body is unable to feel it. I feel perfectly calm, as if some magical medicine is circulating through my veins. My mind is at ease, and soon enough, all the pain and anger from earlier drift away. Somehow, being killed instead of hurting me heals me. The only thing that saddens me is, how will I tell Renko tomorrow? My phone's alarm wakes me up as usual. The first thing I do is rub my face and reach for my phone to turn it off. I'm in my apartment. Everything seems so normal until memories of the dream flash through my mind. I stare at the nothingness for long seconds, between pensive and too tired to move. It's the third time that's happened. I say, talking to myself. I don't mean that it's the third night in a row that I dreamed, but that it's the third time I've been killed. I feel somewhat puzzled. This time, it wasn't like the others. The pain I felt was devastating, like feeling your very soul crumbling inside of you, much more painful than being stabbed or eaten. All living beings are terrified of dying and dream of cheating death. But it's different for me. After I die, I feel so relaxed. All the pain and fear goes away. They are replaced by a silent, unmoving tranquility. To tell the truth, I don't even care that much about death. My body and my soul give it no more importance than a simple nightmare, a bad dream, although I know it's much more than that. Anyway, I sigh and finally get out of bed. If I keep thinking about it, I'll be late for class. Okay, reading comments again. なんか怖い。Yeah. めっちゃ怖かった。Again, well, yeah, so as I explained earlier, the the game starts when Mary is in the bamboo forest. Oh my gosh, I forgot how to speak. I'll drink some water again. So, she follows the path of fireflies, and then she gets killed by a spider. Yeah, then she lies to Renko that she was killed, but she tells her about the dream and brings the pendant from the dream. And then, yeah, she dies again, killed by Sakuya. Yeah. So that was the second stage where, yeah, basically I solved the puzzle, which was quite simple, and yeah, then Sakuya just stabbed Mary from behind and served her blood to Remilia. Okay, I think I want to finish reading this part. Or maybe it's better to finish here because I don't know, it's quite late already and I have work tomorrow. So maybe I should continue the stream next time. I don't know, maybe on one of the weekdays and maybe like I'm not sure depending on the weather tomorrow because I really wanted to go to the gym but it's been raining so hard and my gym is quite far away so I don't want to go there when it's super cold. Unusually cold, I'd say, for this season. It's supposed to be like 15 or 17 degrees Celsius, but it's like 10 with the rain. Yeah, and yeah, I guess I'll probably have some time on Saturday, so I'll have more time on Saturday actually. But yeah, I'll let you know when I decide. Yeah, そろそろバスを降りるから、今はちょうどいい。Oh, okay. That's good. The only thing that I'm kind of worried about is that okay, if I go to the main menu, if I put okay, continue. Okay. Okay, so basically, yeah, that was the latest save point. Okay, I'll just start the next stream from reading what I just read now. Okay, guys. Yeah, thank you for coming today to my stream. 今日来てくれて本当にありがとう。もともとはこのゲームを英語で読んで日本語に通訳する予定でしたけれど、なかなか途中からは本当に意味があるかどうかはちょっと悩み始めて、通訳し終わったんですけど、もし誰かが日本語訳が必要だったらぜひ教えてくださいね。Окей. Так, глядачі попаду в наступний раз. Робота та часові пояси беруть своє. Гарного вечора, радий попасти на стрім нарешті. Дякую тобі, що ти прийшов на стрім. Ну, я взагалі не так багато. Я не так багато стрімив, якщо так подумати. Типу, що там? Я грав у Даммаку Кагуру минулого разу, минулого тижня, так? Здається. От і все. А до цього я майже не грав ні в що. Ну, гаразд. Okay, so again, I'm really happy that I get to play this game. I hope it will be a really, really interesting adventure because I really like the aesthetics, I really like the art in this game, and yeah, I'm actually a very big Hifuu Club fan. Maybe I like them more than Touhou itself. Well, basically Hifuu is just like a subculture inside Touhou. So yeah, see you again, and yeah, have a nice day or evening. じゃあまたね。